We have all heard the real estate sayings, it's a seller's market or the buyer's in control. But which one is it? As a buyer or seller in today's housing market, you have wondered who has control, right? Hi, I'm Sean Crow with Desert Property Group, brokered by Best Homes Real Estate. It seems like not a day goes by when we don't read or hear headlines on the housing market, whether it's in regard to mortgage rates, housing prices, or inventory. In fact, it can be quite confusing to either a buyer or a seller who is in the driver's seat right now. So what data do real estate professionals analyze when looking at the market? It is the supply and demand of inventory. Typically, when supply is low, the buyer demand is high. It tends to be a seller's market. If there is an oversupply of listings, that can indicate a buyer's market. An oversupply of inventory shows demand has cooled, shifting the control to the buyer. To break it down even further, as real estate professionals, we look at the absorption rate of a specific area. What so-called experts say in regards to the absorption rate is that if there is less than a 5-month supply of homes available in a seller's market, a 5 to 7 month supply indicates a balanced market, and anything more than a 7-month supply means it's a buyer's market. However, I do not agree with this, as each area, neighborhood, and city and state will vary. For example, right now in my area, if a home is on the market longer than even 45 days, it's a sign that the home is probably priced too high. So although the experts have given their opinion on what traditionally a seller's market is, or a buyer's market is, it's really imperative that you consult a seasoned, experienced real estate expert to show you the local data. Let's look at what has been happening nationally. Nationally, we have been in more of a seller's market with lower inventories level. According to Realtor.com, economic research analyst Hannah Jones, and I quote, "The market is still leaning towards a seller's market, but has gained balance since COVID when the market was red hot. The last true buyer's market was in 2012 when housing inventory was a little over 7 months, meaning it's been 12 years since supply outweighed demand." End of quote. Of course, this market is not a slam dunk for sellers. It is also challenging to be a seller. Most sellers hold a mortgage with a lower interest rate than in today's rate. This means that if they sell, they would be purchasing at a higher priced market. So although it is more favorable to be a seller in today's market by price, sellers like to buy are facing higher interest rates and home prices too. In fact, experts say that market feels more like a limbo market, where both buyer and seller feel conflicted about the overall economy. I mean, that sounds true to me. Either way, don't give up on owning real estate, because that's still the #1 way to build your net worth in time. If you would like more information on the current inventory in your local area, home prices, days on the market, reach out to us today. We can help you prepare your home to go to market and get the best possible return on your investment. Once again, I'm Sean Crow with Desert Property Group, and we're changing lives one door at a time.